I think motivation was more when I was still working with the bank. I had an interest in poultry, so anytime I was involved in a poultry project, I'll check on the finances. Obviously, any person wants to make profit. I mean, we are in business to make money. So then when I resigned, I've already gathered all the information that was required for a person to start farming. I would say I also used my pension for the cash flow of the farm, because you'd understand that normally you get paid 30 days after submitting an invoice. That makes it effectively 60 days before you are paid. So always your cash flow is a big problem. So I used my pensions to start the business. When we started, the capacity here was 25,000. And then with the assistance of the Department of Agriculture, they were able to build us an additional 5,000 capacity house. And they even give us chickens and feed for those additional chickens. So as we stand now, the current capacity is at 30,000. We do have a market at the Capers Group where they take all the eggs produced. Because the issue is, initially when we leased the farm, we had a number of markets, your Pick and Pays, your spa, your restaurants, but all of them were on a 60-day payment. For us to make the farm to be as it is, we had to spend about 1.2 million for the renovations, because you'd understand that the farm, when it was bought in 2007, it was still an old farm. So there hasn't been any major renovations on the farm. So we spent 1.2 million, which we successfully repaid in the 4 years. This year we will be able to produce on our own, but still maintaining the contract, supplying the eggs to the Capers Group. But we will be able to buy our own chicken with the assistance of the department. In the last production year, the Department of Agriculture gave us 11,500 pound of lays and feed for a month. So we are also told that this year they will be able to give us about 15,000 pound of lays. So from the little that we have saved, we will be able to stock the farm at full capacity at 30,000, and we will be able to maintain the number of employees that we have. And we are also planning to add more students to the farm. I think the initiative by the Department of Rural Development to buy farms so that we can rent them, it was a very good initiative. Unfortunately, because you do not own the farm, you are unable to raise funding using the farm as security. And sometimes you are very doubtful to invest money into the infrastructure, not knowing how the formula will be used when you intend buying the farm. So I will say the setback is we should have been given a chance to buy the farm maybe in the first 5 years. But I will really appreciate the Department of Agriculture, because they have been assisting us, opening the market to the hospitals. If the Department of Health did not have any problems, we wouldn't be borrowing money, because we'll be self-sufficient. Unfortunately, it's that the project was not, I won't say well run, but the Department of Health didn't pay us. They still owe us monies. So if the Department of Agriculture can continue assisting us, but also monitoring us financially to see whether we are growing or we're going backward. Because I think if they are able to assist us to an extent where you think you are commercial, they do not need to assist you going forward. You become self-sufficient, and they can then assist other farmers.